Alright guys, today we have quite the news for Wuthering Waves, quite different from what we usually cover on the channel, but this is pretty important because it seems that earlier this morning, Wuthering Waves has just been cyber attacked, leading to players having many failed logins, they couldn't enter the game, and potentially even more damage has been done, because this is a huge risk to the player data and company data, which means they'll likely have to take drastic measures to improve their security and in the long run could do changes for Wuthering Waves. This even affected their other game, Punishing Grey Raven. A lot of PGR players were not able to get in the game as well, so pretty insane. This is probably in light of the recent Genshin drama going around, the Genshin versus WUWA drama. They even made an announcement addressing it and everything, so we'll go over all the new details in this video and see what exactly is going on with Wuthering Waves. Alright, so I pulled up the tweet here explaining the situation, and also real quick, before we start, if you guys want more Wuthering Waves updates, like and subscribe, put those notifications on to be updated right away. And also remember, I'm currently doing a free Lunite subscription giveaway for hitting 19,000 subscribers, and pretty simple, I'm gonna pick someone in the comments that subscribe to the channel to win a free Lunite subscription. We're also nearly at 20,000 subscribers, which is pretty insane. So once we do reach this milestone, instead of simply giving a Lunite subscription or Battle Pass, I'll be giving someone a free character. Depending on the timing, that would either be a free Chacona or a free Cartefia. I'll send one of you guys enough pulls to hopefully get the character. We'll see when that happens, but alright, let's get right into it. We have a lot of juicy stuff to talk about, and let's see what is going on with the latest Wuthering Waves news. Alright, so for the cyber attacks, we have Narushio posting the, I believe it's the Chinese translations of what Kuro Games posted for the Chinese player base, but this even affected players outside of China, which is why it's pretty massive. So here it says, PSA regarding network service outage in mainland China for Kuro Games. Dear Commandant and Rovers, Commandant is what they call the players for PGR, so this is both PGR and Wuthering Waves was affected. I was actually trying to log in PGR this morning as a brand new patch just released. They released a hype character. I was trying to get into it, summon for the character, and I just couldn't, which leads me to making this video. Alright, so what they said here is on May 14, Kuro Games servers in mainland China have been subjected to multiple cyber attacks causing login disruption for some players for both Punishing Grey Raven and Wuthering Waves. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. Network services are now being gradually restored. Thank you for your continued support and understanding. Now we'll see if we get free pulls in this in the mail, but more importantly, let's hope that everything is good on their side, that any player data hasn't been stolen or lost or destroyed. That would be pretty bad if that happened, but luckily I think nothing was stolen or lost, just the servers. This is really crazy though. I know there's been a lot of drama going on recently between Hoyo and Kuro players going at war with like the release of the upcoming characters Skirk and Cartefia, doing a big comparison saying one is better than the other. If I remember correctly, this was before the official gameplay reveal for Cartefia. A lot of Genshin fans were saying with the release of the Skirk leaks, her gameplay animations leak came out, and I guess to them that was like the pinnacle of animations, and they just simply had to talk bad about the game, saying how Wuthering Waves can never top her animations. Why is Kuro scared of releasing Cartefia? Is it because of Skirk? And then this is pretty funny because a few days later, the Cartefia leaks came out, but not really the leaks because it was official. The official gameplay came out showing her crazy ultimate. And now talking about the comparison between Skirk and Cartefia really isn't even fair at this point. Her animations are much better, but not to get too sidetracked by this. There's also more drama like the recent one, Hoyo versus Kuro War, with the age rating, a bunch of Genshin players reporting WUWA characters and stuff to hopefully up the age rating and make the game lose some sponsors and stuff. That was pretty crazy as well. But it was never this bad. You know, previously it was just like a bunch of comments, a bunch of people spamming in the comments in the official post, spamming the live stream and stuff, which no one really cared, was just annoying. But now going to this level, full-on cyber attacks is pretty insane, and apparently it's not the first time either. I thought it was the first time, but after doing a few more view research, it really isn't the first time. They've done this a few more times as well. So with that, what a lot of players are speculating was that there's like this elitist Hoyo CN group that is the cause of these cyber attacks. But again, it's not just anyone who is able to do this, especially take down these servers for a game such as Kuro. It's a pretty big game and a lot of players are on it. So maybe they had security issues or the servers need some more security. But still, just to talk about the scale of this, it's not like one person is able to do this with a computer. It's a lot more than that. It's a lot more organized, and it's not some random guy in his room that, let's say, a guy lost his 50-50 to Ling Yang or something and he wants to try to get back at them for losing his 50-50. It's a lot more coordinated, but still, the good news out of all this is that nothing of value was lost. I believe they were only able to shut down these servers for a bit. This was simply an annoyance on their part. They made some players that could not log in PGR and WUWA. I was one of them included. I was trying to log in PGR and I really couldn't. So this pretty much achieved nothing. So quite a big L for whichever group that tried to do this. Kind of crazy though, how people would even go this far, because at the end of the day, it's just a game. It's a gacha game. You can hate Genshin, you can hate WUWA, but that's fine. You're allowed to hate the games, but just don't go out of your way to ruin the experience of the ones that do like it. To me, I was affected because I was trying to log in PGR this morning. There was this pretty huge update going on, and I wasn't even able to pull on the Punishing Grey Raven character that just came out. So I had to wait a few hours, and then they've pretty much forced me to make this video. If I go pull the Punishing Grey Raven YouTube, here we can see a bunch of players that are saying that they're not able to log in. So if I scroll to the comments here we have a bunch of players saying login failed. Kuro, y'all can log in. PGR WUWA got cyber attack, DDoS, and they're recovering the servers as we speak. There's a lot of people who are saying if you're having trouble logging in, it's because of the cyber attacks. They're recovering from it. I believe now they have fully recovered because that was a few hours ago, but still, it's pretty bad. And even I saw a lot of people were saying that from what they can remember, this isn't the only time that Kuro Games has been attacked. They remember this happening way before WUWA was even announced, so they've done it to their company right before Wuthering Waves as well, possibly for Punishing Grey Raven. And a crazy thing to mention is this is actually the second time that I'm posting this video, because it turns out the first hour of the video I got mass reported. The Genshin players did not like this at all. They mass reported the video, it got taken down, and then for a few hours later I submitted the appeal, and then it got back up. But unfortunately for me, that pretty much killed the video since it didn't get any traction from it being taken down. It was doing pretty well in the first 30 minutes until it got taken down. So if you guys want to put a bunch of comments down below, like the video, leave a comment, I would really appreciate it. Help this video to go back up again, I would really appreciate it. Let's show these guys that their brigades and mass reports won't be working, and let's have them take the loss on this one. But overall, guys, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Do you think it's the Genshin players, the elitist Genshin players trying to get back at Kuro? Is it a guy that lost his 50-50 to Ling Yang, trying to get back and get revenge on Kuro? Let me know down below. This will conclude all the info for this video. Quite a different style, but there's nothing else to cover for today's video. We already went over the new events that are coming out today with the video that came out yesterday. I covered all the events that are coming for the entire patch, so for those that are interested, you can check that out. But this will conclude the Wuthering Waves news for today, so if you guys enjoyed, like the video, subscribe, put those notifications on. That is all for this one. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.